Hi guys, this is Robert Schoberg, currently Atlanta, Georgia, coming at you this Sunday afternoon, and we're going to take a look at the next lesson in the 90-day challenge, U squared, out of this one. There you go. It's called the Change Your Personal Rules for Success. When I read that chapter, one thing that popped out at me was the word adroitness, which actually comes from a French word adroit, which comes from the Latin word ad directus, words I guess, meaning to right, to do things right. And if you read into it or look into it a little more, it's actually being showing a cleverness, a skill, skillful and adept under pressuring conditions, neatly skillful and quick in one's motions or movements. And what does that mean? Well, give an example. I'm an airline pilot. I got almost 12,000 hours. And when I go to work and I step into the cockpit, I don't think about flying. It might scare some of you. It's okay. You do the same thing. Maybe not in an airplane, but in your car. When was the last time you jumped into your car and said, "Oh my God, I wonder how it is to drive a car. I wonder what I need to do"? You don't. Today, after you've been driving for so many years, you don't think about any of that. You think about getting there on time if you're late, picking something up or somebody up, or be somewhere or go somewhere. That's what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about handling the car as little as I think about handling the airplane. I just do it. And if you were anything like me, you were not born with those skills. You developed those skills. It became a habit. And when something becomes a habit, it's no longer hard because you don't think about it. Let me read you something out of this book. We fall into the habit of relying on behaviors that seem to have worked best for us over the years. Those habits that we have learned, driving the car, flying the airplane, and so forth, they helped us doing that. But if we're going to move on and learn something new, we need to change something. We need to do something else. Let me read you the second part here. Talk about if you continue to rely on those old routines, maybe even leaning on them when performance flattens out or sags, you create a trap for yourself. What does that mean? Well, everything you do and have done so far, we can predict what you are going to, how your life is going to be like in the future. It's predictability. Its predictability in itself is that you can look at the past to tell the future. Now, if you do something unpredictable, the predictability is no longer there. They're just like, huh? What's going to happen next? I don't know. Until you do it a couple more times, and now you have a different pattern, a different belief or habit. And if you go down the new path, we're going to predict something else. We resist new maneuvers because they make us feel clumsy, awkward, and more at risk. And that scares people. So most people don't do these things. They don't like change. Well, it comes with a price. And the price is your life in the future. We can become good, even great, at anything we do. Let me show you something that I picked up when I was young. All it took was time, sacrifice, and some band-aids. A couple of tables or so, chairs. I don't recommend anyone do this at home, especially not with the iCook. They're iCook knives. They're great knives, but not with this, especially not the first time. I'm not here to impress anyone. All I'm going to show is you can develop any kind of skill. And when I do this, I'm not thinking of cutting myself. I'm not thinking whether I can do this or not. I'm thinking, how fast can I do this? How quick can I get before I either stop or I make a mistake? And then I'll learn from that mistake and I'll not do that again. And as soon as my thoughts goes into how fast I can do it, the thought, if I can do it, is eliminated. It's done. And like I said, you can become good, even great at anything. All it takes is practice. The question I will ask you, what kind of skill do you like to develop? And you can't just do it one time. You have to be persistent. You have to be consistent. If you want to accelerate your rate of achievement rapidly, you must search out and vigorously employ new behaviors. But why is it that not more people do these things? It's what we talked about last week, is the comfort zone. It hurts to go outside a comfort zone. And let me read something for you here. You must be willing to break out of your routines in order to make the quantum leap. Hey, I had fun, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope you got some insights, because if we want to do that quantum leap, we really need to step outside the comfort zone and learn some other adroitness, other skills, and be clever in what we do. For now, I just want to say have a great evening, and thanks for having me. Until next time, see ya.